Turning now to our exclusive 7 News Suffolk University poll, an in-depth look at the race for Massachusetts governor 8 months ahead of the race.
Our poll shows it's a tale of 4 candidates going in very different directions. Here's political editor Andy Hiller.
Deval Patrick is holding on, Charlie Baker is coming on, Kristi Myhouse is barely on, and Tim Cahill needs to turn it on. The biggest winner in our poll is Republican Charlie Baker, who now seems set to cruise by Kristi Myhouse in the GOP primary and is growing more than any other gubernatorial candidate. Baker can thank Scott Brown for that, because our poll shows more of Brown's backers will vote for Baker than for Tim Cahill, Deval Patrick, and Jill Stein of the Green Party combined.
The poll tells us that there are coattail effects because 35% of voters haven't heard of Charlie Baker, and he's still competitive.
Our poll also shows Governor Patrick easily beating Grace Ross in the Democratic primary, but that's all that will be easy for him. 54% of voters disapprove of the job he's doing, and when we asked whether Patrick is a weak leader or a victim of the bad economy, 68% said weak leader. Tim Cahill is still in the race, but he could be running into trouble, because only 26% of voters we surveyed think he's a true independent, while 47% say he's a true Democrat who left his party to run for governor.
Good morning,
Still,
everybody.
head-to-head among the poll leaders, it's Patrick 33%, Baker 25%, Cahill 23%, Jill Stein 3%, and 16% undecided.
Today, Charlie Baker is where Scott Brown was at the beginning of January. He still trails, but he's surging and he's within striking distance.
There are polls and there are trends. Since our last survey of the governor's race in November, Charlie Baker is the only candidate whose support has increased. You don't have to be a math major to know what that means. If the trends continue, Charlie Baker will be the next governor. I'm Andy Hiller, 7 News.